As the film begins, a commander is shown traveling through space and discovers life on a planet. He was assigned a task to go to that planet and notices the life there. He lands his spaceship on that planet and moves forward to check, and his two companions were there to assist him. Lightyear was talking to his companion on phone, but few roots attack his other companion under the land. As their attention divert to their companion, the roots attack them from the other side. They were cutting them with their weapon and few things were flying towards them to attack. They make themselves invisible to escape from them. Reaching there, they were about to close the ship's door, but Lightyear sees his other companion. He moves to save her, but while saving her his weapon falls from his hand and he gets stuck there as well. His companion in the spaceship gives him her weapon, due to which Lightyear comes into the spaceship with his companion while cutting the roots. He drives it, but their spaceship falls there because of being collapsed with a mountain. They discover the crystal of their spaceship is broken, with which they can move back to their world. Now everyone from the sleeping pod of the spaceship were taken out safely because of its breakage. Lightyear was considering himself responsible for all this and feels everyone is stuck here because of him and they are in danger. His companion explains to him that thinking like this is pointless, and that he knows he is capable of creating the crystal. After it, we will be able to go back home. They finally made the crystal in 4 years with the things they have, and using the planet's powers, but now the huge task is to check the crystal, and he wants to check it while connecting it with his spaceship. For this, he has to take a round of space in his ship and has to come back on this planet, while completing his travel in 4 minutes. He drives the spaceship and increases its speed, and this will work with the crystal he has made. But the crystal was giving only 70% energy to spaceship instead of 100%, and that's the reason his test fails. He comes back to the plant and discovers he has covered this distance in 4 years instead of 4 minutes, because the time on this planet is faster than the time in space. He finds the gift from his companion when he reaches the room. It was a robotic cat who was telling him about itself. Lightyear gets tired, so he sleeps, but he becomes worried to see that time in his dreams, when everyone got stuck here because of his mistake. He again moves on his mission while asking his cat to repair the crystal and performs many new experiments one by one, and in all this, 62 years passed. His companion died, but Lightyear was still young. His companion was saying him goodbye in her last video message. Meanwhile, their new commander is seen on this planet, who says to Lightyear, "You don't need to waste your time for this useless task. Help us in our new mission, in which we are making this place suitable for humans while living here. So, humans will stay here easily, while escaping from the environment and things." Lightyear refuses the commander and comes to his cat, who was telling him that it has finally made the crystal after the hard work of 62 years. Before he could do something, the companions of the commander comes to take the cat, but Lightyear somehow makes the crystal with the cat's method in the lab, and leaves for his experiment with it. The commander stops him, but he ignores him. When he returns to his planet, he discovers a huge ship has attacked his planet. Izzy saves him from the enemy attack, who was the granddaughter of his friend, and companion as well. She tells him, "You have returned after 22 years this time, and this ship has attacked here a week ago." And tells they also want to attack the place that we have made safe for the humans. That's why none of their attack becomes successful, to ruin that place. But now, the people of Lightyear who were living on this planet, you may call them his family, were stuck in that area. Izzy takes him to her area where they want to take the crystal, while moving to their safe place. So, they will move to Earth while taking it, but Lightyear discovers from the machine on his hand that there is an old spaceship at a distance, and they come to take it, as there were few spacesuits inside it. Lightyear and his companions wear them, but this time, a creature of that planet attacks them. They take their spaceship towards the sky, while escaping, but another spaceship attacks them. And they fall down because of it, and their crystal also falls down. Now their enemies have it. Lightyear was also caught by the enemies. The face of the enemy of Lightyear is shown, and he was actually Lightyear, but he came from future. He is an old Lightyear who is now in front of himself, and there was his cat with him given by his companion. The old Lightyear says to the young Lightyear that I come from the future, and tells his story. When he comes after becoming successful in his experiment. His experiment becomes successful, that means they can go back home now. But as we saw in the previous scene, that Lightyear's commander was stopping him to perform experiments. The commander will arrest him when he will go back, but Lightyear doesn't want this, so he uses his crystal's powers and moves to space through his ship, then reaches the future due to some reason. Everything was advanced there, and the old Lightyear says to Lightyear that I thought if we can come into the future through the crystal, then we can stop the spaceship to come to this planet while moving into the past. They can stop the whole thing that happened at the start of the movie when they came on this spaceship. And they will not face any trouble while moving straight into the world. The young Lightyear likes this idea, and the old Lightyear says I would have moved to the past. But my crystal gets damaged while reaching here, and if we have to move to the past I will need your crystal for this. Here, Lightyear gives him the crystal, and their mission was about to start. But the young Lightyear remembers that if they go back in time, he will never meet Izzy, his companion's granddaughter. Thinking this, he runs with his crystal, but the old Lightyear tries to capture him through his robot. During this, the young Lightyear made the ship of the old Lightyear ready to destroy. Now the ship would destroy after a short time, and after it, he moves out with his crystal while setting the ship to destroy. Izzy also arrives to save him, but the old Lightyear was still behind the crystal. Izzy and the team of the young Lightyear sit in a ship. But Lightyear couldn't reach the ship, so he sits in a plane to escape, and the plane was caught by the old Lightyear. He even takes his crystal from his plane, and now the young Lightyear moves out of the plane to escape. Now he has ended the old Lightyear with the help of his suit. His crystal also destroyed in this war, and the others have also landed their ship somehow with the help of Lightyear. Now, after releasing their planet from the old Lightyear, their commander assigns them the mission, in which they have to make this place suitable for humans. Lightyear also abandons his attempt to return to Earth due to the crystal's breakage, because now it will take many years to make a new crystal again. Similarly, he was on a new mission with his new friends. This concludes the movie story.